Introducing the Godwin GOAT. If you're looking for a durable, high-quality indoor basketball that looks good and feels good, then check out the Godwin GOAT at ballhawgloves.com. We also have pads, ball handling gloves, and shooting aids. Why pay $80 to $100 for a basketball when you can get the same quality GOAT for only $20 with discount code TRYGOAT at ballhawgloves.com.
Deni Avdija delivered one of the most impressive all-around performances of his young career, finishing with 26 points, 15 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks in 33 minutes against the Toronto Raptors. Though the Portland Trail Blazers ultimately came away with the 112-103 win, it was Avdija's relentless energy and versatility that stood out, giving the Raptors problems on both ends of the court. From the opening tip, Avdija set the tone with his aggressive rebounding and willingness to push the pace in transition. Whether it was crashing the glass or initiating fast breaks after defensive boards, he was everywhere. His 15 rebounds led all players and included key offensive boards that kept possessions alive for Portland. What makes his rebounding performance even more impressive is how it complemented his playmaking. Despite committing 7 turnovers, Avdija showed a confident handle and court vision that allowed him to find teammates in cutting lanes and kickouts to shooters, often drawing multiple defenders when attacking the paint. Scoring-wise, he had an efficient outing, going 10 of 20 from the field. He mixed in post-ups, drives, and mid-range floaters while also hitting 2 three-pointers in 6 attempts. Perhaps most encouraging was his calmness at the free throw line, where he converted all 4 attempts. Avdija didn't force the issue. His offense came within the flow of the game, and he adjusted well depending on who the Raptors threw at him defensively. Whether it was Precious Achiuwa trying to contain him in isolation or Ochai Agbaji closing out from the perimeter, Avdija remained composed and made the right decisions more often than not. Defensively, his 2 blocks and 2 steals weren't just empty stats, they were momentum changers. Late in the third quarter, with the Raptors looking to close the gap, Avdija blocked a driving attempt at the rim and then sprinted the floor to assist on a Shaedon Sharpe bucket. His anticipation and activity in the passing lanes disrupted Toronto's rhythm at multiple points in the game, and his ability to guard multiple positions made it easier for Portland to switch defensive coverages without hesitation. However, Avdija's performance wasn't perfect. His 7 turnovers were costly, especially in a game where every possession mattered. A few of them came from over-dribbling or trying to force passes into tight windows. Still, those errors came from a place of ambition. He was actively trying to make plays and push the pace, rather than simply being careless. For a player still developing his role as a secondary ball handler, growing pains like this are expected. This game marked another step forward in Avdija's evolution as a core piece of Portland's rebuild. His increasing comfort as both a scorer and playmaker is becoming more visible with each passing game. There were stretches where he looked like the most composed player on the court, and that bodes well for a Trail Blazers squad still figuring out its long-term identity. With the Trail Blazers still clinging to hopes of a play-in spot, Avdija's versatility could be key down the stretch. His ability to impact the game in so many areas gives Portland a flexible tool in both small ball lineups and more traditional sets. When he plays with this level of assertiveness, the team becomes much harder to contain.